Hello, and welcome to Sports by Compian. My name, of course, is your host, Stephen Compian. Welcome back, guys. We're done with week one. And to welcome us for that, we have yelling from the couch himself, Mr. Brent is here to tell us about his beloved Bengals, to talk about week one. How are you, Brent? It's exciting times out here.
It's very exciting time, Stephen. I am so happy that the Bengals finally learned how to win a game in week one.
Is that allowed?
It was, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen this very often since Zach Taylor's taken over. But, man,
holy cow.
I don't care how ugly it was. The Bengals got to win.
They got to win. They got it done. And that's all that matters, man. You know, we take them good, we take them ugly, however they come. And that's exactly how it worked out for both of our teams this first week one. Ugly wins, but we got them done. So we're going to recap that really quick. We're going to briefly cover some of the other games, whatever we may have found amusing. We're going to call it amusing, whatever we found in that time segment, I guess you could say. So we won't really discuss all the games, but either way, without further ado, we are going to go ahead and hop into this right now, Sports by Compian fans, which will be done. We're going to probably talk about the Bucs game first because that's exactly how it felt. Look at this. Look at how perfect this is, Brett. They fell right next to each other.
Yes.
It's meant to be.
It's
Bucs,
meant to be, yeah.
Bengals. Beautiful. You love to see it. So, yeah, let's hop into this Bucs game. As I mentioned, victory for the Bucs. That's what really matters. But holy cow, was this one stressful. Okay. One of those first drives by the Falcons, you see them go straight down the field. B.J. Robinson just caught a beautiful pass out the backfield and made those Buccaneers look really unathletic. I'm sure you saw the highlight, Brett.
Yes.
It looked like JV trying to tackle a senior or something like that, man. It was ugly. Sebastian Dennis, it's hard to cover a running back like B.J. Robinson, you know, freaking one-on-one in the flat. That's just a tough call for any linebacker. I tell you, any linebacker is going to struggle to keep up with that young man right now. That guy's a stud.
He definitely is. He was my number one running back that I picked in fantasy. So I was kind of keeping an eye on this too because I was like, you know, the Bengals game obviously was on, but I'd flipped the red zone during the commercial, and I mean, this game was on there quite a bit during that 1 o'clock window, so I caught a little bit of it.
Sure. Yeah, it was a heck of a game, man. And so we got off to a rough start with that, with Bijan taking it down, scoring two 3-and-outs in a row before the Bucs finally started to actually click on offense. We finally started to get the run game going with Bucky Irving. We did musical chairs on the O-line, which both didn't tell anybody about. We put our former first-round draft pick, Graham Barton, out on tackle to fill in for an injured Tristan Wirth, which people were surprised about. They didn't see this coming, but, of course, Barton had played some left tackle at Duke, so it wasn't that big of a transition for him. Practice squad player Michael Johnson gets called up to fill in at guard because Ben Bredesen goes to center, and apparently the whole thing went well. Not too bad. You know, they gave up 1 sack, which a lot of it was Baker took responsibility for that afterwards, said that he wasn't calling the protections on the blitz properly with the running backs. Baker looked a little shaky in this game, bro. We're not going to lie. It wasn't his most crisp, beautiful game ever. He did, of course, throw 3 touchdown passes. Hard to kind of hate on the guy too much. He willed the team to victory. He had a couple key third downs where he couldn't find anyone, and he just took it, you know, and ran with it and did what he had to do. And Mecca and Buka, man, hell of NFL debut. Like, it just doesn't get any better than that. Absolutely beautiful. Gets the game winner as well. Worst career game for Chase McLaughlin as a Buccaneer. He's never had a worse game than this. We call Money McLaughlin for a reason on this show, and that was not the Money McLaughlin we've come to love and know. So that was a little alarming for us, but misses an extra point, misses a field goal. Let the Falcons get back into it, if not for a hero play, Antoine Winfield just knocking out that ball at the last second from the Falcons player. They might have rolled away with this. And then Wick, who misses a field goal, which is only appropriate since McLaughlin had missed a field goal. So I feel like it's justified a little bit. That final drive, Brett, I have some strong feelings about that final drive. Now, my biggest problem, there's Michael Penix getting the touchdown, reaching out, pretty impressive. I'm going to give him that one. Kalijah Kancey's got to make a more dominant tackle there. The London drop, which eventually led to a touchdown anyway, whatever. Everyone can have their opinions about that. What pisses me off is 4th and 1 in the red zone. Michael Penix scrambles out to the side. Now, he's already had 2 roughing the passer calls on this drive. It started with Vita Vea kind of just flailing his arms a little bit. Didn't even really hit the helmet, but I guess he got too close to it. Maybe he did nick the helmet. God forbid anybody touch a quarterback around here. I'm not fucking allowed. So he got that penalty. Huge 3rd down conversion for them. Kept them moving to the next one, which they got another fucking roughing the passer call. This drive was just out of fucking hell. The referees decided it was time for them to score. So this 3rd time rolls around, right? So we're all a little hesitant about hitting Penix at this point because we're tired of getting called. Penix scrambles out to the side. You see Dennis going in because Penix looks like he's about to slide, and then he kind of does this crazy weird dive thing. So next thing you know, he's diving, and Dennis is sort of pulling up because he thought he was going to slide. So now he doesn't hit the guy, but it shouldn't matter because he's giving himself up, right?
Yeah.
No, incorrect. Apparently, he can give himself up, but then it's still where the ball lands. That's apparently okay. That's just, we're just making this up as we fucking go along, Brett. We're just figuring it out as we fucking go along. Whatever works for the quarterback and the offense, whatever makes this game more exciting, that's what we're going to fucking go with, and we're going to make up whatever the fuck we have to along the way. My solution, Brett, fucking hit the man, Dennis! I don't give a shit if we get a flag! Light that motherfucker up! That's not giving yourself up if you're diving forward! I'm sorry! Are we in La fucking land? It is football, dude. If you're wearing football pads and playing football and running like a running back, you're going to get treated like a running back, and you're going to get hit like one.
Exactly.
Fuck me, Dennis. Hit the man.
Light him up. That's right. That's what
God
I'm talking
damn,
about.
dude.
There was a play in the Bengals game, the same thing. I mean, not really even that, but Trey Hendrickson hits Joe Flacco like right in the face, and Flacco's like, flag. And you see Trey, and he's over there going like this. And he's like, there you go. Let him have it. Let him have it, Trey.
Dude, it's ridiculous, dude. The quarterbacks are a protected fucking class in this league. It's ridiculous.
And like you said, he's running. So at that point, he's a running back. He's not back there.
He's a running back. You're outside the pocket, and you're sort of giving up, sort of not. You're fucking diving. If you're diving, dude, that is not giving yourself up. You're a football player at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
You're fighting for a first down. So what? I can't stop you from diving for a first down because you're a quarterback?
It should be
that
open
doesn't make any
season
sense.
At that point, right? It should be open season for the defense if he's right there running and trying to dive for a first down. Like,
yeah,
let him hit him. Let him hit him. They can breathe on him. It's fine.
Yeah, Dennis not the best start, not the worst start either. Kid did have 10 tackles. He did have 2 tackles for loss. Not giving up on Dennis. Not giving up on this Bucs team. Really great. We still have the cavalry coming. A lot of guys playing them in crazy positions they weren't supposed to. Lamonte Davis, the only one who played all of it. Hassan Reddick got a sack. A lot of positives from this Bucs game. Freaking McCollum dropped 2 interceptions. Crazy shit. Anyway, that was week 1 for the Bucs. It's going to get more exciting from here. I had my mother-in-law and my parents in the house to watch me absolutely lose my shit over this game. So that was fun, too. It's that time of year, Brett, where your future in-laws get to see who the real you is,
Yeah, you never see the real person until you sit down and watch an NFL Sunday football game with your team. And then it's like, okay, this is really you?
This is Anyway, without further ado, we'll wander over to this Bengals game, which I feel a little less passionately about. I'm not going to lie, I couldn't even see it because I was too busy just screaming at my Buccaneers.
Before that, I have Emeka Ibuka also. I drafted him in my fantasy.
Good for you.
And I have him on my bench. So that's on me right there. That's on me right there.
You got to believe in your boy.
Yeah, I've got to. I've got to just trust him because he did a whole lot more than who did I have in. I forgot who it was, but it doesn't matter. But anyway,
Godwin and McMillan are both injured right now. So he's number 2.
And he was a stud last year at Ohio State. So, I mean, I should have known better, but I think he had one of the better rookie performances.
At least you drafted him.
Yeah.
One of my guys in my rugby league absolutely stole him very early. William Durling, we know you. How dare you? He's distracted him. And then I had to play him week 1. And so that performance worked against me. I still won, but it wasn't right, William.
So I had Joe Burrow as the quarterback I was going against this week in week 1, and it worked out for me both ways.
Yeah.
So obviously,
what happened in this game, dude? What was going on? So they scored all the points in the first half, right?
So the Bengals come down the first of the game. They get the ball, they come down, and they score a touchdown. It's like, all right, hey, look, it's the Bengals. It is our offense, right? Sure. High-powered. We're just going to run up down the field on this team. Cleveland gets the ball, they come down, they score, and it's like, okay, all right, we're going to be in for a track meet here. Is what we're going to do. And then the Bengals come down, they score another touchdown to make it 14-10. You're like, okay, this is what it's going to be. This is it. And then Cleveland scores right before the half to make it 14-13. And then they get the ball back. And then they come out in the third quarter and they score a touchdown. And it's like, okay, And then they miss an extra point with their kicker. Their brand new kicker they've got. He misses the extra point. It's like, okay, maybe that'll come into play. Maybe not. I mean, there's still plenty of time left. Bengals come down. They get a field goal. Cleveland's driving once again. They come down. Their field goal kicker misses it. The Bengals have 7 yards total offense in the second half.
How does that work? How? What was going wrong? Nothing worked?
Cleveland is Cincinnati's kryptonite. Joe Burrow and the boys cannot get anything going against this Cleveland Brown team, no matter who is on it. Dylan Sampson, the 4th-round running back out of Tennessee, who I didn't like him when he was at Tennessee because I'm a Kentucky fan, he goes to Cleveland, and it seems like he made just about every play. Like out of the backfield, he's catching passes. Now, he didn't get a whole lot of rushing yards out there, but, man, it seemed like everything was going to Dylan Sampson. It was like, Flacco was looking great out there. Jerry Jeudy dropped a couple of big passes that, they were setting up into the field goal range at the one point in time in the fourth quarter. Jeudy drops a pass. Bengals get the ball back. The next drive, they run the same play to Jeudy. He catches it, gets it into field goal range, and the kicker misses it. So, ugly game for the Cincinnati Bengals, especially that second half. The first quarter, I will take the first quarter and a half all day, every week. But, man, that second half, I just hope it's the Browns. I don't know, man. It's weird when they play the Browns.
Dude, it looks like there was no running in this game. Chase Brown, 21 attempts for 43 yards. Ouch.
There wasn't. I mean, in that first drive where they scored a touchdown, I mean, they took up a lot of time because there was no chunk plays. Jamar Chase had like 26 yards receiving, I think, in this game.
Yeah, Higgins is the top receiver with 33 yards.
Yeah, Burrow only throws for like 113 yards. So, I mean.
So that defense that everyone thought was terrible held on by a thread, and the offense that's way overpowered got 7 yards in the second half. That's what you're telling me.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. I mean, like everybody predicted, right? Trey Hendrickson signs and this defense is great, right? Everybody's
of course. Yeah, of course. I love that he was giving Joe Flacco the
guide. Yes. Oh, man, that's great because he's like, he hits him in and he's just like.
I love that. I love that. See, Flacco, no calls for you. 2 interceptions on the day for Flacco. Yeah. I'm sure those were costly. I'm sure those people already called for Sanders. Get Shador in there.
I'm sure they probably are. But, like, a lot of people in Cincinnati's like, man, what about the Bengals' run defense? It's like, okay, but it was the Cleveland Browns. I mean, you got Jerome Ford back there who's, it's not like Nick Chubb of a few years ago for Cleveland. This is a whole different, Quinshon Judkins just signed the day of, but he wasn't on the team. Like I said, Dylan Sampson had a few plays, but he's not your every down back.
He had a 2.4 average, so he wasn't exactly exciting.
No, like I said, he had more catches out of the backfield that frustrated me more than anything.
Okay.
But, it was a frustrating game for sure. I mean, I was just like, oh, my gosh, we just need to escape with a win here. And they did. And it's better to learn from a win than a loss, which, like I said,
100%.
Zach Taylor was like 1-11 the first 2 weeks of the season entering Sunday. So he got that elusive second win in week 1. So I'll take it.
Good for him, man. He needed to finally figure it out. They've been struggling to get the ball rolling early. So good for them that they Finally, they've started the right way this time.
Yeah, they stole one Sunday for sure. 7 yards in the second half,
and they won. That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's wild.
They're the first team, I believe I've read, since 1995 to have 7 yards or less and still win in the second half and still win a football game.
I mean, whatever it takes, dude. Whatever it takes to get the job done, you know?
Yeah, they can at least, let that high-powered offense, fly. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Denzel Ward's scary, but come on.
Yeah. This is not what anyone expected, I think, out of the Bengals in week 1.
No,
I think everyone thought they were going to be blowing up.
And Myles Garrett, I mean, he was back there quite a bit, in the backfield, getting to Burrow. I think he had a couple of sacks, but, man, that offensive line just couldn't hold him very long, it seemed like, especially in that second half.
Who needs O linemen when you got high expensive receivers, Brett?
Exactly, right? over $200 million for them receivers, to get 50 yards. So you don't need any linemen or anybody else for that matter.
No. Just throw it to them. They'll be okay.
Just throw it up. They're getting paid.
Yeah. That's fun. All right, well, let's do two random games. Well, one random game each. I'm going to go with one that I was kind of watching while I was watching my Bucs play. Was the Jets. I'm sorry, and the Steelers. That actually turned out to be quite a good game. I don't know if people quite expected that, but Aaron Rodgers just had himself a day, and Justin Fields was kind of game. He was down to respond. This was a crazy game that I thought at points the Jets had walked away. The Steelers had walked away with it. Then the Jets looked like they had walked away with it. And then the Steelers just a heavy fourth quarter there to close things out and take the win. Aaron Rodgers with 4 touchdowns on the day. Looking like showing that the old man can still do it.
Yeah, of course, I kept an eye on this. Steelers are in the division. Aaron Rodgers' first game against his old team. Justin Fields against his old team. And you're
Justin Fields looked good, man. Bears fans could have used some Justin Fields in their life, dude. He looked decent. Found Garrett Wilson a lot. The run game between him and Breece Hall was actually kind of nasty.
Yeah, and, Justin Fields, I'm not saying, but he's looked better than Caleb Williams has. I don't know. I know he's number 1 pick and everything, but hey.
When Caleb Williams' second year, we still can't cuss, but, he did look questionable Monday night.
He did. He looked very questionable. Justin Fields looked pretty good, like you said. And
pretty good.
Garrett Wilson and Jalen Ramsey over here fighting. I enjoyed that very much so.
Oh, for sure. Also, Boswell to win it with a 60-yarder.
Yeah.
When you're trying to get paid, too, you got to respect that.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty ice cold. What did Coach Tomlin say? That he's a serial killer? He has a really low body temperature. Oh shit, dude.
Yeah, man, to come out there and just hit that 60-yarder it's nothing
ice
at
cold.
the end of the game. Just all right, I'm going out here, I'm kicking this field goal, and we're gonna win this game because look at me,
Yeah, that's 60-yarder to just nail it like that, man. These kickers are getting scary good.
Yeah, what was the dude from Jacksonville in preseason had a 70-yarder? It's what is going on with the kickers? Because you get receivers and running backs are bigger, faster, stronger, but I mean kickers are still just hey, kickers, right?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, it's interesting. They're definitely getting some strong guys recently, but either way, not much of a defensive performance from the Steelers team. They usually do not give up this many points and win. This was historic for them.
And the Jets, too. I mean, the Jets were known for their defense. Everybody's talking about the Jets' defense, how they're a top 5 NFL defense and everything, and they give up 34 points. 2 defensive teams have a shootout. Who saw that coming? Nobody.
But shout out to our boy Frankie. His Frankie project is on course right now. He always bets on the Steelers, large sum of money. So he's onto a fast start.
Yeah, that's got to be a great start for him there. But and everybody had Aaron Rodgers throwing his first touchdown pass to Ben Skowronek, right? Everybody had that.
Yeah, everyone had Ben Skowronek anytime touchdown. That was already locked in.
Yeah, no doubt.
No doubt. So who do you got, Brett, for your random game?
So my random game, I'm kind of thinking here, should I go obvious with it or should we just kind of go a little off the board? But let's go obvious. Let's go Sunday night. Let's go Baltimore. Let's go
Okay.
Buffalo.
Yeah.
Another AFC North team. I'm not doing it intentionally, but
But it
these
was
were
a good
exciting
one.
games. These were exciting
These
games.
were exciting games.
Like, where do you start here? Like, Ravens are coming in to get their revenge on Buffalo for knocking them out once again. And,
Derrick Henry with an amazing night.
yeah, Lamar played great. Rashad Bateman had 143 yards receiving. I mean, just look at these stats right here. Like
6
14,
attempts for
19.
70 yards is crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy.
And you lose the game.
They had well over 200 yards rushing and they lost the game. Like
Yeah. And I don't know why you don't just hand it off to Derrick Henry every time. Now, he fumbled in a key part of the game. I get that.
So did Justice Hill, apparently.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he did too. But, like, he's almost averaging 10 yards a carry.
Yeah. I had Derrick Henry in fantasy football. Thank gosh. That's why I won.
That's a good week right there.
It was a good week for him, even though he did cost their team to get the win. He won for me.
But as for me as a Bengals fan, and I mean, until I'm proven wrong, Lamar, he's in postseason form right now. He chokes. The Ravens always choke in the postseason.
Just in tight games too, apparently. Well, hey, they lost week 1 against the Chiefs last year too. They always seem to get paired up against a really good team week 1, and they just barely let it slip away from them.
I think this one probably is going to hurt them more than last year. I know likely if he had a smaller shoe size, I mean, I'm sure he gets in the end zone, right, and we win that game. But this one, they're up 15 with 4 minutes left in the game. You've got to finish that off if you're Baltimore. You can't let them come back and win down 15.
Seriously, Baltimore. How? And that defense that's supposed to be so elite right now, dude. This defense is supposed to be crazy. They got Starks, Hamilton. Yeah. What did Mike Green do in his start? Ew, not much. One tackle. Not much, Mike Green. Not much. Welcome to the NFL. Yeah, Humphreys just got paid out the ass. They got shot. They got Alexander over there now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got shredded, dude. Freaking Josh Allen put up almost 400. With 2 touchdowns.
And most of that seemed like in the second half,
And most of it's in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
I mean, they stopped the run. They were able to stop the run, but that didn't help them.
Yeah, they have. I don't know how many running backs it seems like Buffalo's got over there. I know they got Cook that played quite a bit. Allen, Ray Davis. Ray Davis didn't do hardly anything that game.
Ty Johnson keeps on forcing himself onto the NFL fields, dude.
Yeah, and they use him he's rushing and receiving. He catches out of the backfield and stuff. But, man, Keon Coleman, look at that. He had a great game. 112 yards.
That touchdown catch was pretty, dude. They wouldn't have had a chance if he doesn't catch that on 4th down. Just catches that off the deflection. That was nice.
Yes.
That was real nice.
Usually recievers give up on plays like that. So for him to come in there and do that, I mean, he's already looked better than he did all of last year, I believe, Keon Coleman in his first week of the season.
For sure. Palmer looked decent too, was able to find some open gaps. I think Shakir a bit of a team here. We'll see what happens. Yeah. Is Shakir the weirdo who running around with barefoot at practice?
Does he? I haven't seen that. Is he running around barefoot?
Maybe. Anyway. As you mentioned, Ty Johnson had a couple catches too. This game was crazy, dude. But shout out Josh Allen once again getting it done against the Ravens, dude. And Lamar. When are we going to start winning these big primetime games, Lamar? When? When does it come?
I don't know, man, but I kind of enjoy seeing the Ravens, break down like that.
Oh, yeah. Who doesn't? As long as Derrick Henry still does good, I'm here for it.
Yeah.
They're a little too high. They're a little too high up there. I don't know what it is, but the Lamar Jackson supporters are a little too much. Yeah. I like to see them get taken down a couple pegs every once in a while.
Oh, me too. Have you listened to a Ravens fan? They think that they've won the last 5 Super Bowls.
Yeah, it is very confusing.
The championship.
It is very confusing, the attitude that some of those Ravens fans have, for sure. So I'm here for it.
Oh, yeah, Joe Burrow, he didn't do anything in the playoffs. He's made it to a Super Bowl at least.
Yeah, facts.
Come on,
Brett, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. We have covered the Buccaneers game. Tackle the guy, Dennis. You see the guy with the ball? Just tackle him.
Just lay him out.
Hey, lay him out, dude. Fucking get the penalty. Who cares? Yeah. Because he got the first down anyway. You might as well have hit him.
Might as well. Get your money's worth.
Yep. So, Bengals survive Cleveland. There's really no other way to describe that.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers looks good in his debut. The Ravens can't close out on defense, and Derrick Henry can't hang on to the ball, which is annoying.
Yeah.
We know that if you're liking and subscribing these videos, that's the Lord's work, and you need to keep it up. And we also know that you need to check out Yelling from the Couch with Brett, because he does yell from his couch at the TV sometimes. Is that correct, Brett?
A lot of times. Sunday there was a lot of yelling, especially in the second half.
You know, that's a dedicated sports fan. Do you really care about your team if you're not stressing yourself out to the point you almost have a heart attack?
No, I don't think
so.
My blood pressure was probably way up there in that second half, and it's only going to get worse as the season goes, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Exactly.
So I think we're doing all this stress for you, Sports by Compian fans, and Yelling from the Couch fans. So please continue to like and subscribe our content. We really appreciate you guys. Sports by Compian.